Oh, sun as well. Genuinely, tonight's going to be such a struggle. It's hot. Might be too hot. So yes then guys, welcome back to what is now going to be a completely rebranded new series for us Mongolian Forces FC. We've got a lot of stuff to catch up on, a lot of new stuff coming this season, and I'm excited about it. So the first thing just to clear up is where will we be playing our football. You may have noticed we are still here at Mongolian High School, and we are technically playing in the same league that we did for the previous 3 seasons, but there's been a lot of changes to the league, and we'll run through them now. First thing then, obviously carrying over from halfway through last season, as you will have known, we have now moved to 6-a-side full time. The full season will be 6-a-side here at Mongolian High School, no longer in the dome. Obviously we are playing on this lovely 4G pitch here at Mongolian High School, and we'll be playing across a third of a pitch each, 6 players per team. Now for the past 3 seasons we've been playing against a very similar opposition in a league of 8 teams. That has now expanded. We've now gone up to 12 teams, which means obviously playing each team twice, 11 teams to play. That means 22 games now in a season as opposed to the previous 14, so they're going to be longer, more tighter, exciting seasons. And obviously as well, with the expansion of the league, it brings in 4 new teams for us to play again, teams that we know absolutely nothing about. They could be amazing, could come in and win the league straight away, they could be down the bottom, we just don't know. The only way we're going to get to know that is by playing them. Honestly, the sun is actually killing me. I don't know if the sun's in my eyes, if it's in your eyes. What you can see on the camera, I don't know. Shade works. The big announcement to make to you guys as well is that this season we will be partnering up with leisure leagues, the suppliers of this league and also the biggest suppliers of small-sided football, not just in England, not just in the UK, but across the entire world. They've got leagues all over Europe, they've got leagues in South Africa, they've got leagues in Mexico, they've got leagues in Pakistan. Literally there are barely any countries untouched by leisure leagues, and this year we will be partnering up with them to bring you some of the best small-sided football content out there. And a leisure league guy. Bringing presents. We like presents. And one of the things as well that made us and leisure leagues a really nice fit together is that just as us, they're a non-profit organisation. All of their money that they do make goes to charitable causes. Obviously we do YoungMinds UK, they do stuff like Dog Trust, cancer research charities, whole spectrum they cover with their football. So it really makes sense for us to work with them as well, because it means that we'll be doing as much good as we possibly can for the community out there. In terms of our content then and how that's going to change, the answer is actually not a lot. Obviously there'll be a lot more interaction between us and leisure league, so make sure you do check out all of their socials, their YouTube channel, subscribe to that, and obviously make sure you subscribe to ours as well to keep up, because we will be working with them and bouncing in between the 2 channels. The second thing is that obviously it does provide the potential for a lot more opportunities going forward, working with leisure leagues in some things that I can't talk about right now, but some potential things further down the line that will be very exciting, including taking part in some very special opportunity.
No, if you can just let me know if football's coming my way, that'd be great.
Oh, you're a natural striker, mate, you should know.
Instincts.
And finally, can't forget as well, we've got a new hat. New hat there, it's a AS Roma hat. One in a raffle by Dave Hopwood, one of the people on the board at the hashtag Sunday League team. And yeah, he got it for me as a little present at the weekend, which is absolutely lovely of him. It's nice, I really like it. Hope you guys like it as well. So, cheers Dave. So, in regards to tonight's game then, we're actually playing one of the new boys in the league. They're called PGS. I know absolutely nothing about them. But there is a team you might be able to see just up there, who I've never seen before, wearing an all pink kit. Now obviously that might be a little bit of an issue for us, but if it does come to that, obviously we'll wear the pink, because we're the old boys. They're the new guys, they've got to put the bibs on, surely. But it means that it's a team, or whoever the team is, we don't know anything about them. It's the first time that any of the refs or any of the people that run this league here at Mongolian High School have come across these teams, so they don't really know a lot about them. And that means we've got to go into it assuming that they're better than us, because otherwise we're going to get caught out and it might not end too well for us. And first game of the season, obviously we want to get those points on the board as early as possible. One more thing, which is a shame for the start of the season, but We had a very, very strong squad up until about 2 hours before the game, and then people just suddenly started absolutely dropping like flies. So we've got some familiar faces along, but it's not quite as familiar as we would like. Let's go have a word with some of them.
What's your name? Chris Wright.
A solid interviewing, that really solid interviewing. So then, as I mentioned, it's a bit of a depleted squad, but we do have the Holy Trinity there of myself, Ansley and Matt Creasy, Grez in between the sticks. And then we've got 4 blank faces, and they all are people you will recognise. 2 of them, Josh Gray and Chris Wright, they've played for us a fair few times in the last couple of seasons. We haven't got pictures of them yet. Tom Binks, exactly the same. He played for us a lot when we used to have the old kits, but we've not got a picture of him and the new kits, and he's not been playing that much lately. And then Gary Durbridge, aka GDP, coming all the way from Southend to come and help us out. One of our fortnight squad members, so it's good to have him along as we get this game underway. And Tom Binks is in early, but the shot is straight at the goalkeeper, and it does well there with a little back heel to win us the throw-in. Like I mentioned, we don't know anything about this opposition team at all, so it's going to be a difficult game just trying to feel them out at the start. But it's a sloppy back pass there from GDP, and we can see they're streaking away now. They've got a very, very fast player. Grez makes the save, and it's gone in off the post, and the referee's given the goal. Very, very fortunate there, but unbelievable pace there shown from the PGS striker as he goes through and scores the opening goal. So we find ourselves 1-0 down. Really unfortunate there from Grez after making the save for it to ricochet back off him and go in the net as Chris Wright tries to get one back himself. A curled effort from about 25 yards, probably not the best way of getting your first goal in an MHFC shirt. As he's still up there playing the 1-2 with Binks, and it's back to GDP now, looking for the ball into the middle, but it's intercepted, and PGS can break again now, and it's a 3-on-1 situation as the player takes the strike. Grez makes a save, but following up at the back stick is a PGS player, and it's been an awful start to this game. Awful start to this Leisure League season here, and we find ourselves 2-0 down, and there's only been about 5 minutes on the clock as well, but Ant trying to change that now as he skips past one player, sees Binks open at the back post, takes a couple of touches, gets the shot away. Good save by the goalkeeper, but straight back into the path of Ansley, who's in the right place at the right time. First goal of Leisure League Season 3. Let's have a look at that replay. It's a good strike from Binks, but relatively central, but Ansley always lurking in that spot to poach himself his first goal of the season, and Mongolian Horses FC's first goals of this Leisure League season here at Molsham. As Ansley's in again, he goes for the toe poke, and not his greatest effort that time. The score stays at 2-1. PGS on the ball now, and they've got another very fast, handy player, but this time he gets dispossessed by Creasy, and his cousin Binks can come away with it, looking for the pass, and it's a lovely pass. A bit of a heavy first touch there by Ant, and the defender can get back and clear it away. Good opportunity there, goes begging. Chris right now calmly playing the ball into the middle of the park where Creasy finds himself some space to turn, picks out an absolutely lovely pass to Tom Binks, and with his pace you'd expect him to get there, just misreading the flight of the ball I think, and not able to get on the end of it. But what a pass there from Matt Creasy, as we see GDP there being out jumped on the ball, and they come forward, get the shot away, going wide, but Grez wasn't to know that and sticks out a hand and just tips it round the post to be safe. But very much end-to-end stuff here, very open first game of the season as Ant gets the ball into Binks, looks for the little flick but makes no connection with it whatsoever, and the score stays 2-1. Myself on the pitch then looking to try and get the ball down, and clumsily managing to get it out to the right hand side to Ansley there, who tees it up and fires it across the box, and Tom Binks instinctively there sticking out a toe, getting enough on it to put it into the top left hand corner, and the replay will show there definitely a cross there from Ant. You can see him looking up, drilling it across the box, and that's dangerous. Any touch on that from Binks finds its way into the back of the net, and we've managed to battle our way back to 2-2 here in the opening game of the season. As now we're putting a bit of pressure on, and I managed to make the interception, and it's a good block from the defender, but the bounce comes back out to Ansley. Somehow manages to wriggle through those 2 passes, gets way through the 3rd tackle, and unfortunately the pass is just, well, I was going to say overhit. It wasn't an overhit, it was my fault. Absolutely awful touch, and it goes off for a goal kick. Josh Gray now on the ball, and we're finding a lot of space in the middle. Binks there, not driving into it though, which is a bit of a shame. Well, he does now. He managed to find himself a bit of space out to Ansley on the left hand side. One touch, left foot, and slots it into the bottom right hand corner. That's 2 goals now for Ansley in this game. Great work there from Binks in the middle, Ant to Ansley. 1 touch to get it away, and then you never doubt him finishing in that kind of opportunity. And from 2-0 down, we find ourselves now winning 3-2 at the end of this first half. As Grez plays the ball to Josh, who finds his way down the line to me and looking to get away, but this player is unbelievably fast. But I managed to skip through a couple of tackles, not through the 3rd tackle though, and they come away with the ball, and again the pacey man is on it looking to get himself down the line. Chris Wright with the interception though. It's not enough to take the ball off the opposition players. They find their way out to the right hand side, the ball into the middle. He gets there just before Chris gets the shot away. Grez out really well there down to his left hand side to smuggle that shot, and a great save keeps us in the lead as it is. And as Grez gets rid of the ball, then the referee will blow the whistle, and a half that started very badly for us ends with us going into the break with a 1-goal lead. A quick opportunity then to talk about our sponsors, YoungMinds UK. They are a charity that do great work in the community, working with young people with mental health disorders. All the ways you can get involved are in the description below. So we get the second half underway then, and we'll be looking to be a little bit more clinical going forwards, and definitely a lot less sloppy at the back in this half as we get underway going forwards. A heavy pass into Binks though sees possession change hands, as I've been absolutely done there over the top of my head, but Matt Creasy saves my blushes, recovering to get rid of the ball. And now everybody, I want you to meet Kev. Kev is the area manager here at this Leisure Leagues league, and he's just an all-round nice guy really, so he thought we'd give him his moment.
Keep going, Kev. Get a shout out.
So a big old shout out for our mate Kev there as we get the game back underway, and Chris Wright with the header into me. I thought that was quite a nice first touch, but it got away from me a little bit, and in the end the possession changes hands as PSG looks to come away again with this guy who's absolutely rapid, but his mate takes it off him, and that allows Creasy to get back in with the tackle and see it off for a throw. The throw-in comes in, and it's a little 1-2, but Josh Gray in there well to win the goal kick for us. Great defending from him at the back, and then this happened. So for the first time then in over 2 years, the camera did get hit by a ball, and unfortunately, as you can see, it broke the lens a little bit, and we couldn't get it working before the end of the game. So what happened was, just after this, the opposition did actually score to make it 3-3, and then in the final minutes, so yes then guys, in the final seconds of the game, old Matty Stevens pops up with a last minute winner to take the victory 4-3 in what was a very close contested game actually, and we definitely made it difficult for ourselves, but an opening victory to start the season, you can't ask for any more than that. As we look at the other results, then you can see another close win for Beth's boys, who are also new in the league, walkovers for BFSB and FC Snoozemia, and massive wins for Delphin Safety and Ajax Treesdown, who we play next week.
We just finished the game, then we really did not make that easy for ourselves at all. But a new team, it's difficult really to know what you're up against. We struggled against a couple of their players that were really pacey. But once the few moments we did actually play some football, we played some good football. And like I said, it's not really the regular team. So cheers to Binks and Gary for coming in tonight, and Josh as well. Josh Gray, he does play quite regularly as well. You will probably see a lot more from him this season. But I say, we've got James down from Leisure Leagues tonight, and Kev, the area managers, here as well. So we're just going to have a little bit of fun. Seen a few challenges online. This one especially from Mexico called the Rucksack Challenge. So we're just going to have a little go with that ourselves.
Wait, how many are we on? Is that what you said? Oh, hello. When you were better. That went in. Okay, mate. Oh! Straight. Land it in the back and take it off. There it is! There it is! There it is! Chrissy Wright!
So let us know as well if you enjoyed the video tonight, if you like the new setup with all the banners and the interviews and everything like that. And like I said, we're going to be working with Leisure Leagues across the entire season to bring you the best small-sided footage that we possibly can. And like I said, it's just for us really to, as a team that have played within Leisure Leagues for a few seasons now, we film our games, and it kind of shows you the ins and outs of Leisure Leagues, how it's working, and then obviously you can follow our journey through a Leisure League season. So number one as well, obviously make sure you are subscribed to us. Click that little subscribe button down there and make sure you've got notifications on. Check us out on Instagram as well. We'll be showing you, well, smaller clips, shorter videos and funny content throughout the week as well. And also go over to the Leisure Leagues channel, make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel and go and see on all their socials as well, where we will be appearing a lot more often. Lots of lovely little red patches. You want to do the vlogging?
All of it. Obviously not. I haven't got charisma.